To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. Namaskar, welcome to PT Pointers, and in this video, we will cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express and Press Information Bureau. So without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. And our first headline is related to landslide, and it is in the news because recently IIT Delhi made first high-risk landslide risk map for India. Landslide denotes any downslope movement of soil and rock under the direct influence of gravity, and they happen in very localized areas and affect only 1 to 2% of the country. And do you know, friends, India has the highest mountain chain on earth, the Himalayas, which are formed due to collision of Indian and Eurasian plate, which causes continuous stress on the rocks, rendering them weak and prone to landslides and earthquakes. As you can see, blue color shows very high hazard zone and white shows very low hazard zone. Our next headline is related to first advanced estimates, which is recently released by National Statistical Office for financial year 2023-24, and according to the estimates, India's real GDP growth in 2023-24 is estimated at 7.3% as compared to 7.2% in 2022-23. First advanced estimates are presented at the end of the first week of January every year, and they are the only first estimates of growth for that financial year. And do you know, friends, by the end of the February, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation will release the second advanced estimates, and by the end of May, the provisional estimates will be released. Our next headline is related to Supreme Court Legal Services Committee, and it is in the news because recently Supreme Court Judge Justice B.R.𝐸𝐸 has been nominated as the chairman of the Supreme Court Legal Services Committee, which was constituted under Section 3A of the Legal Services Authorities Act 1987 to provide free and competent legal services to the weaker sections of the society in cases falling under the top court's jurisdiction. Section 3A of the Act states that National Legal Services Authority or NALSA shall constitute the committee. It consists of a sitting Supreme Court judge who is the chairman, along with other members possessing the experience and qualification prescribed by the Centre. Both the chairman and other members will be nominated by Chief Justice of India, and further Chief Justice of India can appoint the secretary to the committee. And do you know, friends, in 1987, the Legal Services Authorities Act was enacted to give a statutory base to legal aid programs, and under the Act, NALSA was constituted in 1995 to monitor and evaluate the implementation of legal aid programs and to lay down policies for making legal services available. Our next headline is related to Swamitwa Scheme, which recently won the Best Innovation Award for Innovation Sandbox. Swamitwa stands for Survey of Villages Abadi and Mapping with Improvised Technology in Village Areas. It is a central sector scheme which is being implemented by Ministry of Panchayati Raj, and it aims to provide an integrated property validation solution for rural India, and demarcation of rural Abadi areas would be done using drone surveying technology. This would provide the record of rights to village household owners possessing houses in inhabited rural areas in villages, which in turn would enable them to use their property as financial asset for taking loans and other financial benefits from bank. Our next headline is related to Chilka Lake, and it is in the news because Ministry of Tourism conducting training in Chilka Lake under Amrit Dharohar Capacity Building Scheme. As you can see, Chilka Lake is situated on the east coast of India in Odisha, and it is connected to Bay of Bengal through a narrow sea mouth. It is the largest brackish water lake in Asia. It is a Ramsar site and largest wintering ground for migratory waterfowl found anywhere on the Indian subcontinent. And do you know, friends, brackish water is more saline than fresh water. Our next headline is related to Innovations for Defense Excellence, which is a scheme of Ministry of Defense, and it was launched in 2018 to cultivate an innovation ecosystem in the defense and aerospace sector by collaborating with startups, innovators, MSMEs, incubators, and academia. It offers grants and support for research and development with significant potential for future adoption in Indian defense and aerospace. And do you know, friends, India is the world's largest defense equipment importer and is expected to spend around $220 billion in the coming decade to modernize its armed forces. Our next and last headline is related to Inland Waterways Development Council, which was established in 2023, and it focuses on comprehensive development of inland waterways and associated inland water transport ecosystem for improved cargo efficiency, passenger movement, and river cruise tourism with active participation from states and union territories. So with this, let's conclude our today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.